Hello and welcome to another edition of Fridays with Father. Many thanks for Paul, who once again submitted a question for today's talk, and that is, what exactly is papal infallibility? Sorry, can't say that. The idea is that the Pope, when speaking on an issue of faith and or morals, cannot make a mistake. And so the thing is, a lot of Protestant groups say that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. The Pope is a man, he's a human being, he's going to make mistakes. And yes, absolutely, we believe that as well, that the Pope is human being and he will make mistakes. This, however, is a special case. We believe, once again, that when the Pope is speaking about faith or morals, that he is infallible. So there have only been 2 times that infallibility has ever been declared in the church, and that is, first of all, when the doctrine of infallibility was declared itself. So we define infallibly that the Pope can be infallible. And then the second time was the Feast of the Assumption. A vast majority of people believed in the Assumption of Mary, and the Pope wanted to put that into a doctrine or a dogma of the church, and so he declared the Assumption infallibly to be a dogma of the church. So the Pope is not waking up every single morning and putting out infallible doctrines. No, it doesn't happen. It's only happened a couple of times in the life of the church. However, before that time, we believe that whatever is in the creed is an infallible statement because it has to do with faith and morals. So, for example, can the Pope make a pronouncement, let's say, about education and be wrong? Absolutely, he could be wrong. He could make a proclamation about science and found to be wrong. He could even make a comment about religion and still be wrong. The idea is that he declares himself to be infallible only when there is a major doctrine to be proclaimed. And he does that by saying that I am speaking ex cathedra, from the seat, from the chair, and that is basically the chair of St. Peter. And he declares that he is invoking infallibility and then say this is going to be the doctrine or the dogma of the church. So once again, we don't get too crazy about worrying about whether the Pope is infallible or not, because it's only happened a couple of times in the entire life of the church. And if your Protestant brothers and sisters come to you and say, oh, the Pope believes he can never make a mistake, not true. He can and does often. But still, nonetheless, when he is talking about faith and morals and declares himself to be so, then we believe that the Pope can speak infallibly. That is, he is not making a mistake about this particular doctrinal issue. So I hope that clears it up somewhat. If you have any questions, please let me know. And once again, thank you for tuning in this week. Sorry we got this to you a little late, but it's been kind of a long day, to tell you the truth. And we appreciate very much you watching. Have a great day, and God bless.